Hello again. Welcome to dinner time. And tonight, or today, or whenever you're watching this, I'm going to deal with one of the great mysteries of wine, and that's wine and food pairing. But I'm going to start with something really easy. Excuse me. We're going to deal with steak. Now, everybody loves steak. It's pretty timely. Everyone's been grilling things, I'm sure, out there. I'm a big barbecue fan myself. And what do you drink with a steak? Two things to remember. First, what does a barbecue do? What does a grill do? Well, it caramelizes the meat. It brings a smoky flavor. So what you want in a wine is something that's going to go along with that. And that smokiness comes from oak barrels. So you want a red wine, obviously, because it's red meat, with that smoky barrel taste. So you can look at the label, but the majority of red wines out there right now use barrels. The bigger the wine, Cabernet Sauvignon, Shiraz, Priorat, like I have right here, Châteauneuf de Pape, they're going to use a lot of new oak. New oak brings that smokiness, brings that sweetness, which will match with the caramelized flavors and the smoke. What else do you need to know? Yes, what kind of meat are you eating? This is really sort of nuancing it after that, because really anything will go with red meat as long as I said it's done some barrel and it's big enough. But there's a difference between eating filet mignon, sirloin, and like a rib steak. Filet mignon, not a lot of fat, so you don't really need a really big, powerful, tannic wine. So Pinot Noir is great. Zinfandels, right, which aren't very tannic, they're just a lot of fruit. So fruit-oriented wines with stuff like filet mignon, which doesn't have a lot of fat. Sirloins, which are kind of middle ground, you get a little bit of fat. Go with what I have here, like a Priorat, which is Grenache-based. Châteauneuf de Pape would also work really well. And when you get to that big rib steak, you know, the rib steak that's got a lot of fat, you need a wine that's got some tannin. You need some punch. You can go with Bordeaux, but for me, Bordeaux is more of a wintry kind of wine for some reason. But Brunello, you can go for. Shiraz, any Cabernet Sauvignon. Like if you're a big fan of Napa Cabs, and I know you're out there, perfect time. So, steak on the grill, oak, big red wine. Bon appetit.